Hi, here's a quick one for today. What are some of the tools you use to get the spiritual answers? And I'm talking more, let's say, for some people, it will be tarot cards, looking into the astrology. Some people use pendulums, muscle testing. You might have seen me using the fader meter. So there's like a lot of variations of how people get the answers they need and crave for, and lots of ways to get it. Each tool is good for whatever you choose. Some work better than others, and it sticks. Like for me, like I like the meter, like I relate to it more. Some people will choose the pendulum, some people will go with muscle testing in other ways. There's probably tons more that I don't know of or haven't heard about. But for those that are looking for answers or like, well, how do I know that it's true? How do I know that it's a thing? They're looking for that confirmation, and that inner lie detector might not always work. Like for me, today I was like enjoying myself, and hey, I'm gonna express self-love and get myself a new guitar because the old one, like I was borrowing from my dad, and like finally it's time to get my own. Like so I got electroacoustic, yay. And like while testing various guitars, like they didn't have the exact what I wanted, but I'm like, okay, I'll just like let's see what you got. So testing and just playing that like certain chords and the sound just like fills me up. Like one would be like, nah, like not the one, not the one, nope. And then the feeling I pick up, it's like it's kind of like warm. It's like, yeah, I like it. It's like everything else. But then just playing it, I just feel my whole inside, like within the body, like fill up, and it's like really good feeling. Like yeah, that's the one. Like I can totally pick it. And so like for a lot of people, it'll be like, oh, like well, they might feel some heat, they might feel other things, but sometimes when it turns off or it's not really working, what kind of tools are you using? And you know, Google's the thing, but anyway, like I'm just curious about what is your thing? What is your answer? Like if you're looking for something, what kind of tool do you use? So feel free to leave that in the comment and please share how it helps you, if it helps, and when do you use it. So for me, like let's talk about my tool. I'm using a fader meter. Technology goes in lots of ways. Some of them, holies, they were like really hard hard to use and everything else. But right now the thermometer is basically having a can. Like I've already like worn off like years of my hands sweating and doing tons of sessions and everything else. But it's basically USB plug and everything else going into the PC, reading my like energy, how well I can confront things and everything else. So with that, like I'm just getting the information I need. It's just focusing on how well I can confront things. So yeah, like for me that works. And like basically I just need to focus my attention, and like there it goes. Like if it's fitting my target, like if I'm gonna look into, okay, like I feel maybe depressed, maybe there's some other feeling coming in, and why do I have this thing? Like, like let's say I check everything else, like diet, yep, that's good. Workout, yep. Did I do anything else that I shouldn't have done? Not really. Then if everything like fits the list of taking care of my physical body, why am I still feeling this? And then I go into the other possibilities, and like this one of the things that finds out. So with the mirror, it's just basically measuring the resistance, like the mental energy, thought energy, imagery, emotional energy, and everything else. Like it's all a form of energy with different levels of resistance, and how well you can look into it, talk about it, confront it, and everything else. So the meter is basically sensitive, and it just helps you to get all the stuff. So that's my thing. Like what else did I used to use before that? Like muscle testing would be a thing. Like like just like you pick a subject and like you try to bend your arm, or you have someone else do it for you, and like that would be a variation. The inner lie detector would be a bigger one for me, as in you just feel wrong like about something, or like right or good and bad and all the stuff. Like someone asks you a question, you like, yep, like you can definitely have this inner knowing, but all this knowing is it's all your perception. It's how you see reality at the moment, and if you believe that stuff, then it's going to be right. Like if you experience some of the stuff in the past life and you hear someone else telling the story, if you relate to that story, is because you have experienced something similar, and yeah, you know about it, and that's like, yep, I buy into that belief system or the story they share. And others like, hey, I talk about, getting out of body and doing stuff. So however I'm going to perceive everything else, It's my perception, my story, I share it. You like some parts, you pick it, you're like, yeah, cool. You don't like other parts, go with your beliefs. And there are other people who listen to my stories and say, hi, you use that word, you dumb little asshole. And then they're going to throw their belief system onto you, making you buy into that and believe it. Like, for me, I'm trying to be aware of how I talk to not push it. Like, it's just all personal stuff for myself. It's what I like and what I buy into. But others, you know, these people don't have to be like me, but I'm more like trying to just be aware of that. I don't like stuff being pushed on me, so I'm not trying to push it onto others. Anyway, so those are my tools. Like I mainly use the meter, or let's say being able to get out of body, doing those scans, like remote viewing, just kind of that. But like talking in the physical sense, that's more of a thing. So anyway, if you use something different, please share in the comment. Let me know how it works, and maybe someone will find a tool, an instrument they can use and work with. And my dog's laying down. Pretty cool. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.